Hello students, this is the continuation video of chapter 5 Pollination and Fertilization. So here we will discuss about the conditions which favor cross pollination, or in nature what all conditions are there which favor cross pollination. The first one is unisexuality, that means the sexuality of the flower. If the flower is unisexual, that means if it is either male or then the chance of the type of pollination will be always cross pollination. And this male and female flower can be born on separate plant or of the same plant. If it is born on the separate plant, then the plant is said to be dioecious. Male and female flowers are born on separate plant. Then it is known as dioecious, and if it is same plant, then it is known as monoecious. Palm, papaya, etc. Monoecious, example cucumber, gourd, etc. are examples of monoecious plant. So in this condition favors cross pollination. Next one is dichogamy. So what do you mean by dichogamy? Dichogamy means different timings of maturation of androecium and gynoecium. So the androecium and gynoecium that, and this dichogamy can be of protandry and protogyny. Then what are the differences between protandry and protogyny? Protandry means maturation of, proto means first, andry means androecium. Anther mature first. Then it is known as protandry, that type of flowers where we can see protandry, sweet pea, sunflower, salvia, etc. Then another one condition is protogyny. Gynoecium matures first. The stigmatic region, namely the stigmatic region. The stigmatic region should be receptive. Then only the pollen grain can be received. But then if the gynoecium matures first, then it is known as protogyny. Examples of such flowers are custard apple, peepal, etc. So dichogamy is another one condition which favors cross pollination. The next one is self-sterility. Self-sterile becomes sterile. It cannot, the pollen grains cannot germinate, and that condition is known as self-sterility. Even though the anther and if the pollen grains fall on the stigma of the same flower, there is no chance of pollination. But in such cases, only the pollen from another plant of the same species, when it falls on the stigma, then only effective pollination takes place. Such type, that condition is said to be self-sterility. Flowers, rare flowers of sunflower, orchids, etc. are examples. Then another one condition is hercogamy. Hercogamy is mechanical or structural barrier. Certain structural or mechanical barrier the flower from self-pollinating. For example, in pansy flowers, iris, etc., there are hood region, so the pollen grains cannot fall on the stigma of the same flower. The next important feature is of heterostyle. Hetero means different styles. Heterostyle are based on the length of the style. Length of the style is different. Here you can see two different flowers. Length of style. So here you can see a long style and the stigma is here, and in this figure you can see style is very short and stigma is here. So here where is the anthers or the stamens are arranged? Here the stamens are arranged here. So the position of stamen and stigma is it is different, or comparatively it is away from each other. So this condition is known as Heterostyle condition, that means stigma and anther grow at different heights. For example, prime are examples of such type of flowers. So what all things we discussed now, all these are the devices which favor cross pollination: unisexuality, dichogamy, self sterility, then hercogamy, etc. are the conditions or the favors which favors cross pollination flowering plants. Okay, so next we will video agents of cross pollination. Okay.